Alrighty, let's see. Who we got there? You ate my whole worm, man. Hope you enjoyed it. Alright, so the bluegill count is at 1. I got 1 bluegill on my first cast. So let's get another one while I'm waiting for these eel to bite. Let's see, can we catch a bluegill? Okay, I think we got one. Ugh. Easy peasy. Alright, let's make a deal with this guy. I let you go and you give me my worm back. Thank you. Have a nice day. Let's get another one. How fast can we get another one? Oh, I see him looking at it. I see. No. He's looking at it. He's looking at it. Wow, they're really not hungry today. Got one. All right, hopefully that's a little bigger. Nope. Come back here. I'm just using a trot magnet jig head. Cheap. Let's see. So far we got 2 fish and 1 worm. Let's try it. All right. So the bluegill count is at 3. Got one. All right, let's see what we got here. Number 4. These guys are so aggressive. Love it. All right, that's 3 fish and 1 worm. Let's do it again. I'm just using a cheap $20 panfish combo that I usually let my kids use, but today I don't want to take my nice rod. I'm just waiting for eel to bite. Got nothing to do. Let's see, can we get another one? Oh, there he is. No. Let's recast this. There's plenty of catfish around here too, but they're all bullheads and they're all tiny. I don't like keeping small fish. Well, this year I'm not even keeping big fish out of, almost had one. This year we had very little rain in Jersey. All right, here we go. Something a little bigger. What we got there? Mr. Bluegill, number 5. I think it's number 5, is it? Look at this guy. Okay, self-released. I don't know, can I catch something on this worm? What are the chances? What if I dress it up nicely? There's very little worm left. So far we got 3 fish and 1 worm. Let's try it. And I see him looking at it. We're gonna use it as a jig head. I see them interested. Ooh, I don't know if you can see that. There's a nice sucker fish right there. I don't know, whoever's watching knows what a sucker fish is, but very particular fish, not very tasty. All right. I just dug these worms up yesterday night. They're not the biggest, but they're perfect for panfish. You know, you go to a store, you catch a worm that looks like a hot dog. All right, let's see what we can do. All right, I got hope for this one. Wait, he got it. Did I get him? Yeah, I got him. All right. Here we go. Come on over, buddy. No problem. We're not gonna hurt you. I know you were gonna eat that eel worm that I put out, so I just. All right. What is this, number 6, I think? Okay. Off you go. Nice. That was a good dive. I'll give you 7 points for that. Let's try. Hold on, I see him looking at it. Oh, got him. All right, here he is. All right, I think this is fish number 7. Man. All right, I'm very happy I missed his eye. I think I just caught this guy before because he has a. Well, hopefully not. Trust me, I didn't pay him to get caught twice. All right, let's let him go. All right, buddy. Have a good day. All right, let's see if we can get a fish on this itty bitty worm. What do you guys think? I know. I'm just fishing for fun because I got these 2 rods set up for eel. I don't know if you guys know what eel is, whoever's watching, but it's like, there's a lot of them here in the States. People don't usually eat them in Jersey, but they're good eating. I like catching them. It's like a big snake. Everybody knows electric eels, but in Jersey, we just have regular eels. They're called the American eel. Hold on, wait. I think there's a bullfrog over there. I might be able to catch a bullfrog. All right, hold on. Let me put a bigger worm. I think I saw a bullfrog over there, and that thing is gigantic. That'd be pretty hilarious if you can catch one. They will pretty much bite anything. They eat small birds. They eat small fish. They're actually super invasive in the States. They decimate certain populations of birds. Let's see. I think I saw that guy. Hold on. All right, everybody. Hold on. Maybe not. All right. Well, thank you for subscribing. So what I actually do is I do have a job. I'm a driver, and like an Uber driver or a private driver, and sometimes I give like 2 hours, 3 hours between my jobs. So I'll come out and fish. Sometimes I try to catch an eel or two to smoke them for my family. Sometimes I get lucky. I appreciate the like and I appreciate the subscription. For some reason, ever since I started live streaming, YouTube completely killed the views to all my other videos, which I'm not crying about it, but it's interesting. It's almost like they take all your views from your regular videos if you got a certain amount of views on your live stream. Catch a turkey sandwich? Well, Thanksgiving is not here yet, but trust me, I'll catch a big one. When Thanksgiving comes around, I'll probably gain 10 pounds. Wait, oh, something was eating me. Hold on. We might get a good one. No. All right, hold on. I got a customer. Hold on. Ah, almost. Here he is. Oh, whoa, 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 buddy. I apologize. That was not intentional. You're gonna be okay. Okay, does anybody in the stream know how to do laparoscopic surgery? He's gonna be all right. I'm sorry. Okay, go out there. All right, that was bad. Yeah, so it's interesting. Ever since I started live streaming on this channel, which I was I'm a shy guy. I didn't know people would want to watch me fish, but ever since I started live streaming, all the views to my other videos completely died. I think I have like 250 shorts. Now I get like maybe 400 views here and there per day, and all those views went down to nothing. Which I'm not complaining, but if you ever plan to live stream and you have a bunch of other videos, you're gonna see a viewership drop to your regular videos. I think YouTube's kind of like, all right, we give you a bunch of shorts views. Now we're gonna take away from your regular views. So what I'm trying to do with these two rods, I'm actually trying to catch an eel. And I'm probably gonna check the rod soon. There are eels in this water. Midday is not the best day to catch eel. You really want to catch eels right early morning, or you want to catch them in the evening or at night. But if you have a dark spot like that under a bridge and it's cool there and it's deep, I definitely know they're there. I pulled out like 3 of them out of there last week. Yeah, so I'm out here midday trying to fish. All right, let's see what we got. For some reason, bluegill bite dropped off. I think I stopped at 7 fish. Hold on, I'm gonna cast it to a different location. Oh no, almost casted it to a tree location. Hold on. That's what I get for being lazy and sitting. Holy fish. Hold on. Let's not fall down on the live stream. Is that gonna get me more views? All right, we're out. All right, so I'm just gonna eat this out there. And I'm gonna go check my eel rods. Yeah, fishing is the most fun. The smaller the fish, the more fun I have sometimes, because you're guaranteed to catch them. Well, not really, but you have a bigger chance of catching fish if you target small fish. All right, so yeah, this has been in the water for about 20 minutes and I got nothing. So that just tells you that day fishing for eel is definitely tough. Gonna put one more worm just in case. And kind of throw it against that wall over there. So some people fish for eels. I don't know if you guys know the Outdoor Boys guy, Luke. He actually put me onto eels about 10 years ago. he made a video how to catch them, and ever since then I've been catching eel. It's been a lot of fun. Yeah, just been sitting just been sitting out there, a whole worm on the hook. Let's put another one on, smaller one. But yeah, eel is a very interesting fish. They're a fish. They look like a snake, but they actually have gills, and those gills are covered by skin. They just have like a little hole, so it's impossible to grab them by the gills. They look like a snake, but they have a spine and they have gills, so that makes them a fish. Super tasty if you prepare them right. I'm fishing not too far away from Trump's golf course, so you'll hear helicopters and planes going all the time. A lot of private jets land in certain airports around the area. All right, let's see what's in. Yeah, the bite kind of died off. I'm sorry. I was catching the fish pretty quickly, but now haven't caught a single one. Arjuna Putra says hi. Diego, hi. California Dreamin' says hi. Hi to everybody. Yeah, if you never fished before, just go out. You can go grab a rod like this for $20. You don't have to do anything crazy. You can just put a hook on it and put a piece of worm or whatever else a live bait you can find, and go out there and have fun. Even if you catch no fish, probably the most relaxing activity you can do. You don't have to pay for no therapist or no meditation. Got one. Ooh, that's something good. What's that? Who that? Oh, we got a live one. That's probably the biggest bluegill I caught today. All right. Yeah, fishing has been. I remember when I was a college kid, wasn't doing too well in college. We'd go out and fish in Jersey Shore, and man, come back and all my grades got better. Just as good as meditation sometimes, and it's definitely almost free. $20 rod's probably gonna last you what, 5 years? I have better rods, but that rod right there is $20. My kid used it. So is this rod. All right, hold on. Wow, I do have 200 views on live chat. That's pretty awesome. I think the biggest one I ever had. Ooh, I got a fish. Oh man, and I think I also grabbed my other line. Yeah, 200 views in the live chat. That's pretty crazy. Last one I had, I think the highest one was about 100. So I appreciate the views. Maybe that's because I'm catching fish. All right, hold on. Let me cast this out. I think that was number 9 or 8. Let's just be conservative and say that was fish number 8. Hold on. So yeah, this is my eel rig. If you came to chat a little later, trying to catch an eel, not an electric eel. Just okay. I just hit the bridge. That was pretty good. Hold on. Let's do it again. Yeah, if you want to catch an eel midday, you want to fish in dark spots and deep spots. All right, let's check this rod. Hossein Jamali, how you doing? W. Diego, hi. You want to come fish with me? I'm at a secret spot full of poison ivy. Hold on. I just gotta check my phone real quick. 1 second. 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Let's see. Do we have a fish yet? No. Have any of you guys ever caught an eel? That's what we're looking for today. See, I'm telling you, all private jets. Those are. Oh, I had a bite. Those are either pharmaceutical guys or politicians. We're pretty close to Bedminster. No, I'm actually not keeping any fish. All the fish get released. I just fish for joy. Sometimes I'll keep fish, obviously, especially if I go surf fishing. But we're in New Jersey, and we have some algae problems here. They're very harmful to fish, and you can't eat them. So we play it on the safe side. And we play it safe some years and not keep any fish. All the fish I catch today are going to be released unless I catch an eel. Those I keep, and I smoke them. Put them in the smoker. 2 hours later, you got the best tasting fish ever, better than smoked salmon. Hey Neil, thanks. Tight lines to you too. But yeah, when I first started fishing out, I would try to keep I would try to keep fish, but the more you fish, the more you realize it's not about the fish. I don't know if that makes sense. When I was a little kid, I used to fish. I fished a lot. I think I had like ADHD. My parents would just bring me to a lake. I'd sit there for 5-6 hours, and I collected all the fish. They would obviously all die. My dad was like, "Can you? Oh, got one. All right, there he is. Alrighty, who we got here, Mr. Blue Gill? That's all we've been catching today. I think this is number 8. All right. Well, how can you eat a pretty guy like this? What are you gonna do with him? Gotta let him go. Have a nice life. All right. Let's cast it out there. Ah, wow. Okay. Well, that's what happens when you fish around the bushes. Snag my line. I'm in a spot where nobody knows, so that's why fishing is pretty good. It's kind of hard to get to. But by the same problem, you have a lot of vegetation around you. I'm fishing out in New Jersey. Can't tell you my secret spot, but Jersey, how you doing? All right, let's see. Can we get more bites? Surprised I haven't caught a catfish yet. There's small catfish out here. Hold on, let me put this down. Hold on. I got something I can show you. This one's usually a fan favorite. If you have an old Altoids tin, you can keep all your hooks in the Altoids tin. Check this out. How about that? So yeah, you can buy one of these inserts on Amazon. I think like 3 for $9, or you can make it yourself. I don't know how to make them, so I buy them. But yeah, you can have an Altoids tin for just your hooks, little lures, weights, little plastics. But just be careful. Certain plastics will have a chemical reaction with each other and they'll melt. That happened to me before. I haven't caught the big eel yet, man. Wait, but I think I have a bite. Hold on, let me put this away. Might be something good, because That line is... No, got overexcited. Hold on, let me check the other one while I'm doing this. Now all the lines are dead. Quite unfortunate. This would be very different if I was streaming in the evening. Let's see what we got. I'm just gonna reel this out and recast it. All right, just grazed the bridge there. All right. No, the water is moving very slowly. You can see the leaves moving slowly on the water. This is a little river, but we haven't had much rain. We haven't had rain in a good 2 weeks. That's why it's barely moving. Another private jet. But hey, I appreciate the views. Oh, I got a fish. Nice. Okay, we'll take that. All right, that's gonna be number 9. 9 fish in 27 minutes. Not bad. All right. Look at this guy. How can you keep this guy? You gotta let him go. Splish. I appreciate the likes, guys. I haven't had... The most I ever had of likes in the stream was probably 20. So I just beat that. Hey, Bob. Bob Kamachi. So yeah, I do go weightless sometimes. Today would be a good day. That's why, but I just use a jig head. It's a 1/64th ounce. 1/64th ounce. It's nothing crazy. Yeah, the eel bite's been super slow today. Last time I went out here, I was fishing with my kid for 45 minutes. We had 2 keeper eel that we reeled in, and my kid, oh, got a fish, and my kid lost one because he only had 4-pound line and it just kind of broke off the hook. What they start doing is they start spitting like crazy. All right, I'm gonna say this is number 10. Pretty guy. Yeah, so my kid lost his eel. I reeled the other 2 in. I think there's a short on my on my channel. I did make a short of catching that one. But yeah, eel, no joke. I don't know if anybody caught a big eel, but you basically have to have a towel. You have to have gloves. You have to have a place to put them because and you need a net to get them out. I didn't have a net. I was out there like fighting with it. It was great. Got poison ivy all over my hands. It was not fun. Yeah, I bet you a 5-pounder was probably like 6, 7, 8 pounds. I did catch a moray eel once. Those got some teeth, and they'll bite you. But yeah, in Jersey we have unlimited supply of eels. I don't think there's a limitation to how many you can catch. People used to eat eel in Jersey, but obviously as everybody got richer, now if you tell somebody that you eat eel, they're gonna think you're insane. But I still like to catch them and smoke them. They're very tasty, and they're a lot of fun to catch. It's just last time I wasn't prepared to pull one out. Paid the price for it. I really like the smoked eel. If you brine it for 24 hours, I buy smoked salmon at Costco. My kids love it, but smoked eel it's the white meat. I think it's a little more fatty than a salmon. Man, it's so good. Wait, I just hit a viewer limit. Never heard that existed. I gotta print screen this. I hit a viewer limit. I think if you have your views a limit. That's interesting. So viewer limit, get more subscribers to get more viewers the next time you go live. Oh. Conger eel. I've never heard of a conger eel. Yeah, it's the same. Well, you're right. You're right. So usually you don't fish eel daytime. You're right. But I've caught eels here during the day if I fish under the bridge right there. So you're not wrong about that at all. Uh, it's just me. I don't have an opportunity to come here at night. I got 2 kids, and I don't think I'm allowed to be here at night. It's a park. So yeah. But one day I'll go eel fishing at night. I'm sure I'll get something. But out here during the day is when I caught all my eels. Yeah, we're talking about the same eel as sushi restaurant. So I'll give you a little fun fact. All the eel that you see, so they can't reproduce eel in the wild in captivity yet. They don't know how to do it. All eel that is sold in restaurants in Japan and Asia, most of that eel either comes from Spain or Eastern Europe, not East. Well, is that Eastern Europe? Hold on, Western Europe, or it comes from Northeast U.S. like Maine. We're talking Connecticut, New Jersey, even Maryland, and Delaware. So if you're eating an eel in Japan, there's a chance it came from Jersey, like where I'm sitting, because people don't know how to reproduce them. Ooh, look at that! There's a frog right here. Yeah, I can't catch him. But yeah, if you're eating eel at the restaurant anywhere in the world, there's a chance it came from here, Jersey, baby. Because people don't know how to breed them. They haven't figured it out yet. I don't know if that was a good cast. The bite died off a little bit. I do appreciate everybody talking to me in the stream. Sometimes streams are like, I feel like I'm talking to myself. So I'm fishing American eel. Hi, Sampe. I'm fishing for American eel, which is that's the only eel you can really catch in the United States in Northeast. Can't catch a blue eel anymore. So Delaware River is the best place to catch eel, and Raritan River out here in Jersey. But like I said, I wish I had time to do that. One day I'll go out there. I've never done a night live stream. Don't know how I would do that. But yeah, you can catch eels all over Jersey. I want to try going against that wall. I think there's some hungry bluegill over there. Yep, got one. All right, let's see what we got. That's the bluegill. I'm gonna have to wash all my clothes. I'm literally sitting in poison ivy. Alrighty, here's the. Ouch, man! They really know how to. Hold on, where is he? There he is. Decent size. Let's let him go. All right, I think we caught at least 10 fish, which is pretty good. Yeah, so sunfish is invasive. I mean, they just eat everything. Like, I wouldn't put one in a pond if I wanted to grow something because they're super. I think somebody brought them to Eastern Europe and they completely took over certain fisheries. I mean, if you think about this, I'm sitting around like there's all these like Japanese rose bushes here, which are invasive. You really can't avoid anything invasive anymore in this world because air travel and people bring crap that they're not supposed to bring. People move to the United States and they want to bring the plant from the old country, like black currant or something. Like there's certain plants that don't exist in the U.S. They bring them here and they spread like wildfire. Yeah, at this point, bass is also considered invasive, but in U.S., bass is like a sport fish. So God forbid you start taking bass and eating it. So yeah. Hi, mysterious stranger. Yeah, Melvin. So I was responding to you. Bluegill and sunfish are invasive, but they've been here for so long that I mean they're. I'm pretty sure. Wait a minute. There's a Hold on. I see a whatchamacallit. Oh God, no. I see a wait. I don't know if you can see them, but there is two fish right there. Those are bluegill. God damn it! When I wanted to catch them, there is what are those called? Suckerfish. Hold on, maybe you can use my glasses to see it. Check it out. They're right there, right at the tip of my rod. Those are um, suckerfish. Not particularly good eating, but I haven't caught one this year. All right, let's catch another bluegill. Why not? But I really, really appreciate the likes. I've never got 60 likes on my live stream. I'm sorry if my voice is a little boring, but you know, I'm just fishing a little bit. And those two rods are. That rod has a little bit of tension on it, but it's not moving. Neither is the other one. I don't know if you can see those suckerfish. Here, let me try. If you look right in the middle of the screen, you should be able to see them. They're on the bottom. Those are suckerfish. They get pretty big. You can probably see them. I'm using my polarized glasses on the phone so you can see them. Yeah, so Jersey can be really nice and peaceful. I think for those of you that never been to the States, you probably know Jersey from like the Soprano movies and like the American Gangster and everything. Yeah, there's that aspect of that. I worked in those areas for a long time. But as you start going towards PA, you start finding places like this everywhere. Uh, there's another thing about Jersey is that it's pretty expensive to live here, so everybody's at work. You really don't find people just fishing during the day. But because of my job, I can do that. I gotta drive somebody to the airport in about an hour, so I'm probably gonna get going in like 15 minutes. But yeah, Jersey has a lot of very peaceful places, especially once you start approaching the PA border. All right, let's put a bigger worm on this. 65 likes, man. All right, let's put another itty bitty worm. So yeah, if you go fishing for the first time, don't be afraid to put the worm on. They're not like just bring a. If you're averse to bacteria, bring like a sanitizing wipe. You can wipe down your hands. Oh shit! Oh! Oh! I got one. That's an eel. Yep, it's an eel. I got an eel. Holy crap! Okay, let's get ready. Let's pull him in. I got an eel. Let's go. Oh, it's not a big one. Oh, that's an eel. Yes. I don't know if I'm going to keep this guy because he's small. We're going to see. All right. All right. That is an eel right there, ladies and gentlemen. And I was able to get one on a live stream. All right. So what we do is the best way to handle an eel. You got your old towel. You just do that. Grab. All right. There he is. That's what I came here for. So yeah, I actually successfully caught Neil on the live stream. He's fighting me. I know it looks like a snake, but it's not. I assure you. All right. So what I usually recommend you do is, no, that's an eel. Hi there, Sini. All right, we're gonna handle this. I don't know if they bite or not. They don't have huge teeth. There he is. Says hi. I'm gonna keep this guy because my little one likes to eat them. Just gotta find a place to stick him. I'm just gonna put him here. Hold on. Gotta make a plan. Gonna first cut the line right up here. I usually just throw them into the bag. I always keep the bag empty. Yep, that's it. Okay. And now he's in. All right, so I was able to get one. Let's see if we can get another one. For some reason, my kid, who's 6, absolutely loves eating eel. What I'm going to do is I'm going to retie this line. Let me see. I should have a hook. Well, thanks for those who stuck around. I was able to land an eel. Thank you. Have a good day, too. Have a good day, Pace on Tamba. All right, we got one eel. Let's see if we can get another one. So I have these. All right, I'm gonna use this mustard hook. It's actually made for crappie magnet. It's pretty good. And this way I don't have to use a weight. My last 2 big eel I caught using these. All right, nope. Good thing I checked. All right, off we go. Okay, this one's gonna be good. So yeah, we'll put a little worm on there. Well, I appreciate it for those that stuck around for me to catch an eel. I honestly thought I wasn't gonna get one. All right, and then we just yeet it out there. But yeah, if you bring an eel in, make sure you have a towel or some sort of a glove on you, because they are, just like somebody in the stream said, they are pretty nasty creatures. Well, that eel wasn't small, to be honest with you. I've caught much smaller and released. There's so many of them here that I don't feel bad keeping them. I usually release all my fish. How about this? Next time, if I catch a small one like that, I'll release it. But, you know, I harvest them and we eat them at home. So I'm sorry if I upset you. But like I said, 99% of the fish I catch, maybe 98, I do not keep. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, got another one. You gotta be kidding me. Well, that's not an eel, that's a turtle. Oh, God. Here we go. This is gonna be good for the stream. Hold on, buddy. Oh, it's gonna be an easy release. Just don't bite me, please. That's a turtle. Okay. That's not a ninja turtle. Oh, he's not happy. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, we got him released. How about that? You go fishing for eel and you catch a turtle. So if some of you don't know, this is a eastern painted turtle. We actually have one as a pet. We rescued it from a bird, and yeah, they're cool pets. Like, see, is it happy to see the stream? I don't know, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna let it go. And one thing, if you want to keep a turtle as a pet, I'm gonna tell you, they're not good pets because they don't want nothing to do with you. They also have salmonella. So if you nurture them back to health, you know, if you rescued one from a bird or something, and you nurture it back to health, just let it go. You know, they're gonna have a better life outside anyway. Off he goes. Yeah, how's that catching a turtle in the stream? That was pretty funny. Oh yeah, eels are totally fine here in Jersey. Hi Tally, how you doing? Eel fishing is totally legal in Jersey, and there's a ton of them here. Like I said, in the 60s and 70s, you would actually find articles in the newspaper how kids are catching eel for their grandma to cook in Jersey. But obviously, the society has moved away from that. Now there's way too many of them here. Sometimes you go fishing for catfish and you'll just catch eel all day. I personally don't know anybody out of all my friends that catches eel, and even if somebody catches eel, I know 99% of them will release it back because they don't want to deal with it, they don't want to cook it, and stuff like that. So as far as eel population in Jersey is concerned, they're totally fine. Although I do know a lot of people that probably keep the turtle. I want nothing to do with the turtles. Haven't checked this rod in a while. It's been sitting in the water for, yeah, this rod's been sitting in there for about 40 minutes, nothing. Yeah, turtles are absolute madness, you're right. So believe it or not, I've never caught well, I did catch a catfish, but I caught snapping turtles. I don't know if you have them where you fish, but snapping turtles, especially in the waterways where a lot of people don't fish, can absolutely ruin your fishing trip because not only do they bite everything off and eat it, they also are very hard to take off the line because they will bite your finger off. So last time we went fishing with chicken liver, that was it. We caught about 5 snapping turtles, we caught 1 tiny catfish, and we wrapped it up for the day. I think we lost about 5 hooks because I was not going to unhook those snapping turtles the way they were hooked. Yeah, I totally go fishing with you in Indonesia. I don't know how I'm going to get there. One day, my wife might not be very happy if I leave her to go to Indonesia. You know what? I think I'm getting a bite. Hold on. Something's going on over there. Oh, and I got... Hold on. Nah. Once again, like I said, I've never had so many people watching my stream. I haven't streamed that many times in my life, but I appreciate it. And I appreciate the likes and the comments. I like talking to people. Oh, yeah, we have a fish. All right, let's see what we got. All right, who got their money on bluegill? Oh, no, this bluegill might need surgery. See, I waited for too long. Okay, what we got there, buddy? God damn it. Let me go get my pliers. Might have to put the phone down for this. I don't want to hurt the guy, but I really want to release him safely. Let's see if we can do this. Hold on, almost out. Let's see where the hook is. Yep, we got him. All right, he's good. He swam away so far. I tried to do the best job I could. Let's fix the worm. And I'll check the stream right after. So yeah, if you have a good spot, make sure it doesn't have poison ivy, because right here, I don't know if you see it, but that's a poison ivy vine. That's why I gotta wash everything when I get I don't even know it. That stuff can be nasty. Just look at my arm right here. I had to put on bandages from my last fishing trip because I wasn't careful and I was fighting an eel on the bank and ended up with huge poison ivy burns. Hold on, let me read what people are saying because I can't. Here we go. We're from Jersey. Yeah, the bluegill surgery went surprisingly well. If that was a catfish, I think he'd be coming home with me. But yeah, as you can see, this is a stream, but there's very little water moving right now. There's another suckerfish right there. I don't know if you can see them with my polarized glasses. Hold on, let's try this. You see the power of the polarized glasses? Now I can't see him. It should be somewhere in the middle of the screen. Yeah. Yeah, I ended up, oh, hold on, I'll show you some suckerfish. I think they just saw me. Right there, in the middle. Do you see them in the middle of the screen? All right, you should be able to see a bunch of suckerfish. So yeah, those are not very good eaten. They do have white meat, some people do eat them. Maybe if you make a soup. But they don't even care about worms, they eat corn. Have I caught anything yet? Yeah, I caught about a dozen bluegills and one eel. I got stuck on a leaf. Hold on. 2 more leaves, I'm gonna reel out a pumpkin spice girl out of there. It's fall season. All right, who thinks we're gonna catch another eel? Suckerfish everywhere. I don't understand why I can't catch one. Let me see. Maybe I can get one. Who knows? I'll put the worm right in front of it. It literally is running away from it. All right. Hold on, let me drop it right in front of it. Oh my God. No interest in the worm. Yeah, those fish basically I think they just eat certain plants and they stay away from eating other living creatures. No, we have no pikes in this creek. I'm not too far away from the Great Swamp area in Jersey. They do have hold on, wait a minute. I'm getting bites. Hold on. Wait. We might have something. Let me put this down. Hold on. Nope. Overexcited. Yeah, no pikes in here. There's some bass, but I don't know what happens with this creek, but it feels like every spring it just dies. Everything here dies. There's no big fish in here. And I know people don't fish this place. It's just everything just kind of disappears. We do have a reservoir down the stream. Hold on. But yeah, no big fish here. I just like coming here for peace and some eel fishing. But there's definitely a ton of eel in this creek. You just gotta fish at the right time. Pike is a lot of fun to catch. I don't know if I could be able to stream that though. My phone would probably end up in the lake. Hello. Wow, 85 likes. That's crazy. Never had that. Never had that in my life before. That's pretty cool. I appreciate that. All right, maybe I'll catch one more fish and we will wrap it up. Oh, wait, I see him. I got him. All right, it's the customer of the day, Mr. Bluegill. And let's see, is he gonna jump by himself? Come on, you need a little help? Oh, there he goes. All right, that's definitely at least a dozen bluegills I caught on live stream in 1 hour. Wait. I got one, another eel. Oh yeah, oh, he's not happy. Is that an eel? No, that's a suckerfish. Yes. All right, we're gonna let this guy go. No worries. Don't worry about it. But I haven't caught a suckerfish here, and I've been trying to show them to you. All right, here it is. Here is the suckerfish. Gotta make a video of this thing because I haven't seen them posted on YouTube much. That's a suckerfish. They're very bony. Look at their mouth. There's 0 teeth there. Ouch. Okay. Calm down, buddy. Okay, I'm gonna let you go. There's gonna be no problems. See? Let me make a quick video for my YouTube. 1 second. Yeah, so this is a suckerfish, and I'm gonna let him go. I don't know. I'm sure they're very good because you see how fat they are. Something was trying to eat him. I'm sure they're good eating if you prepare them properly, but I don't want to hurt the guy. I already have an eel. And yeah, so that's the guy we were looking at the whole stream. Have a good day, buddy. He doesn't even care. He just swims like a... Yeah, there he goes. He's like, whatever, man. All right. Well, I'm glad I was able to catch that one. That was pretty cool. All right, that's not my blood, that's his blood. I should probably wipe my hand because I'm gonna get banned by YouTube. I'm bleeding on the stream. Yeah, this worm has seen better days. I'm still gonna cast it out there. So on the stream today, I caught a painted turtle. I caught about a dozen bluegills. I caught a suckerfish and I caught an eel. And the only guy we kept was an eel. Pretty good stream. That was a lot of fun. And I got caught on I also caught a rose bush. So yeah, this is not a native plant to the United States of America. This was brought over. I think it's called a Japanese rose bush. Once again, I appreciate the likes. I wonder if I can hit 100 likes in the stream. That would be awesome. But I'm not begging for it. So what I use for eel bait, I use just worms. They like worms. Oh, got a fish. Oh, that's a good one. That is a good one. Oh, that's a great sized bluegill. Check this thing out. Look at this thing. I hope I don't have to do bluegill surgery again. That's a good fish. Oh, he's fighting me. All right, we got him. Bring him in. Ooh, that's a big one. I mean, it's a big bluegill, not a huge fish, but still a good-sized bluegill. Okay, we got a problem. This guy swallowed the hook. What I can do is I can just, it's a 4-pound line. I can try to, oh man, why did you do this, buddy? I'm probably just gonna rip the line and let him go, and whatever happens, happens. That's what I did. I just ripped the line off. I'm just gonna let him go. I don't want him to suffer with me trying to remove. Maybe the hook will rust out and come out. I'm gonna. Yeah, that's what happens when you get a big fish. They'll swallow your hook. I'm at 94 likes. Wow, that's pretty good. I appreciate everyone, every like and every person watching the stream. Probably fish for another 10 minutes. So believe it or not, I don't know if you know this information, but you can catch eels in both river, lake, reservoir. As long as it's muddy and it has rocks, they'll make a home there. And they all come back to the same spot to reproduce. It's in Sargasso Sea in Atlantic Ocean. Pretty interesting fish. Wow, I got 100 likes. I appreciate it. Thanks. That's definitely a record. What else? I haven't checked the comments yet. I'm gonna finish tying this line. All right. It's gonna be just. I'm gonna put a worm and cast it out. Let's see what we got. Just an itty bitty worm. All right, here we go. What's interesting is that my line actually catches on a leaf, and leaf acts as a bobber and lets it drop down slowly. Somebody's not happy. That sounds like a bird. You can definitely tell it's September. You got a bunch of leaves on the water. I hope that tree doesn't get washed away in the next storm. It's such a pretty tree. But if it does get washed away, it's probably gonna clog up everything under the bridge. I'm gonna start getting snags in it. All right, hold on. I think I'm caught up on the leaf. Oh, somebody was asking me about the insert. Hold on. I didn't check the chat. You can get it on Amazon. It's a pretty simple insert. You get 3 for like $9, and it comes out. So yeah, if you have an Altoids can, what I like about it is that you just pop it in your pocket. If you just go on fishing and get a tiny rod, You can just pop it in your pocket and you're good. It's metal. It's not gonna. It doesn't really like bend that much, and it's pretty durable. Hold on, let me check the chat because I, for some reason, stopped scrolling. I'm fishing in the United States. My fishing line is it's 4 pounds. Yeah, exactly. That's a good one, Tolly. So bread around the worm. Somebody wrote to rub some bread around the worm. When some guys from Eastern Europe, that's what they do. I find the bread to be just, if you have a special setup, yeah, you can somehow do it. But in my situations, the bread always comes off. Like it comes off like the minute you cast it. So obviously, I don't have the proper technique. I was just never in a situation where I needed to do that. But I appreciate the comment. Like my dad used to fish with bread. And it's funny if you go to Brooklyn and you see some Russian guys that just or Russian speaking guys or Ukrainian guys that just came from the country, they'll be fishing with bread. That's how people fish over there because bread is abundant. But me, I don't know how to properly wrap the bread around the hook for it to not come off. Hey, we hit 100 likes. I really appreciate it. Yeah, that is true. So that the way people catch those sucker fish, they catch them with corn, just like people fish for carp. Anything a carp would eat, sucker fish would eat. There's some big ones in it. I've seen fish that are probably 2-3 pounds. Sometimes they come around. They're also very fragile fish. Sometimes you see a lot of them dead on the shore because of some certain climate, like something happens with the weather or with the water pH, and there's a bunch of them dead. They're not very hardy fish, unlike bluegill or catfish. They're just kind of like, okay, I can't deal with this. I'm dead now. All right, I think I'm gonna wrap it up. I gotta drive a customer to the airport at 2:30, which means I can't look like this. Gotta look like a normal person, and I gotta wash off all the poison ivy off of me. I really appreciate everybody watching the stream. It's pretty cool to have 100 people in the stream watching me fish. Next time I'm gonna pick a better spot, a different spot. It's also gonna be a spot where nobody really goes. I can't guarantee eel or suckerfish, but I think I can stream Thursday or Friday. I'll try. Once again, oh wait, there's a big bluegill. Hold on. That's how we can end the stream. I see him just cruising around. Hold on. Oh, is he interested? Wait. No, it's not a bluegill. It's a bass. Hold on, we can get him. I know bass like trout magnets. No, that was a baby bass, and he had no interest in my trout magnet. Huh. Yeah, but next time I stream, I'm gonna find a cool spot. I know a couple spots that are super quiet, very pretty. Otherwise, I gotta get home. I gotta get dressed and go drive this lady to the airport. That's basically what I do for a living. Not many people go to the airport during the day. I don't like to sit on the Uber app because it pays absolutely terribly. So I have private clients and people I work for that I drive. Thank you very much for watching the stream, guys. Guys and gals, I appreciate you. It's really nice of you to comment. Oh, nice. I didn't know that. Hold on, let me screenshot that. Okay, so how about this? Next time I'll try fishing with bread. Okay, I have a ton of bread. My kid, I'll try fishing with bread. Maybe we'll chow with the bread. Thank you for watching again, and have a wonderful day. And yeah, wish you well, guys. Thanks again.